you guys are making some terrible mistakes out there. I see it. I see it on Reddit. I see it on Twitter. You guys are just destroying your grooming routine, and I'm here to help you. Help become aware of what not to do. I am Eric Bandholz with Beardbrand Alliance. Today I'm going to tell you the mistakes guys are making when growing their hair and beard out and how you can make sure you're looking amazing.
Let's go!
Alright, man. Look at me. I don't look too bad. I don't look too terrible. Well, I haven't gotten a haircut in, geez, like 3 or 4 months. But I have been doing a little bit of work at home, you know? I have been taking care of myself. Now, the reason that I look way better than you, well, guys, I don't know what you look like. You could actually look way better than me. Let's be real, that's okay. The reason that I actually look okay is because I'm doing a few things. Now, the first mistake you guys are making is you're just completely neglecting everything. Like, you're not going to the barbershop, you're too afraid to get some scissors, too afraid to getting your clippers out, and you're just letting it all go, all right? You're letting it all go. Now, Carlos did a good video with his wife that kind of touched base on really like the two key elements of your hairstyle that you need to be working on and looking after to still look presentable, even though this stuff's getting a little whoop, whoop, whoop. And that's here, right here, over your ears. So get your Beardsky, go ahead, and then you just go kind of trim up this. Because if it's not like looking too crazy over your ear, it actually looks pretty presentable. And I found that, you know, you can just kind of do less is more, you know, just barely get it. It won't take a lot of hair off to make it look like you've got a pretty good hairline. And then I've actually been doing that myself, and I've probably not been doing it great. But again, in these times, like good is better than not so good. And then terrible is also terrible. So don't do terrible. But you take your brios, you put on a short guard, and then you just try to clean up the neckline. All right, so we just take it up, take it up, take it up. Now, if your hair's been growing out, you've got the ability to kind of like cover the back of the hair, and you've got a little bit more freedom with it looking good, so you can just really just focus on the kind of wispies on the neck. If you've got a partner, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, son, daughter, father, parent, whatever, tell them to go ahead and take it up for you. And again, like less is more, and try to keep it pretty low, and just find the hairs that are kind of like that wispy, thin, spread out hairs. Take those off. Don't really try to go after your normal head hair. All right, what are the mistakes you guys doing? Well, yeah, man, once your hair starts getting a little bit longer, once your beard starts getting a little bit longer, things change, man. Things are changing. So that pumped up kind of like quiff that you had going on, or like your side part or whatever, the style that you were rocking with shorter hair, it may not work with your longer hair. So you have to be flexible, and you have to be willing to change up your style. So what I historically do is kind of like this blow-dried forward and up kind of thing. Well, I tried that this morning, and it's like, you just can't do it. Like, it's just not going to look good. Like, it's going to like, but what I've done is I've kind of done like a soft part where it's a little messy. It's not like a real straight edge on my head, and blowing it up to the side. So I'm blowing it up and off to the side and blowing the sides back, and then the back down. And I found that this hairstyle works well for this hair length. So you've got to be able to play around with different techniques of your styling routine to see what works. Maybe blowing the hair down and kind of like a swoop down is going to be a good option versus blowing it up to the side and back. Every stage of your hair growth period needs a little bit different styling techniques. So don't lock yourself into the same style that you've had for the past 3 months of getting your hair cut when you need to evolve it and change it. Now, the other mistake you guys are making is, man, you're doing it. You're doing it. You know what I mean? You're grabbing the clippers, you're grabbing the scissors, and you're going to quarantine, cut your hair. And let's be real, like you're that kid who like couldn't draw like a circle with like 2 dots to make a smiley face. Like you've got no abilities. You got no hand-eye coordination. Yeah, you're pulling out these scissors, you're pulling these clippers out, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it look real good. You watch some Beardbrand videos, you think you're the bee's knees of barbering. Well, yeah, here's the thing, you just shouldn't do it, right? Because a little bit longer hair is going to look way better than a chunked up, like, man, I saw this photo on Reddit, this kid, he didn't even have clippers. So rather than trying to wait and buy clippers, he goes and he does it with scissors, and then it's just like chunk, 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 chunk. And poor guy, man, it's terrible. You look terrible, man. You should have not done that. So if you don't have those skills to give yourself a cut, don't do it. Don't do it. Now, if you're going to go with the buzz cut, and it's going to be pretty much the same length all around, and maybe it's not going to be as crispy as like a nice faded buzz cut, okay, yeah, get away with that. But if you're going to try to do like some really kind of technical longer haircut and you've never been doing this before, I would highly recommend just wait a few more weeks. You're not going to see as many people as you're normally seeing, and things are going to be, they're going to be okay, man. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just wait. Just wait. So the mistake is either cut your hair to the level of your capabilities or just don't do it at all right? Just find somebody else. Find someone who's a little more confident, a little bit better hand-eye coordination, someone who's artistic, who draws well, who plays a lot of computer games maybe. Those are the type of people you want to go to, not the uncoordinated, like clumsy dude or dudette who's always falling and tripping over their own feet. What other mistakes you guys are making? Well, I think the easy one is your beard, right? So I really do feel like trimming your beard is going to be a lot easier than trimming your head hair, right? Because you can just see it. You can see, oh, get my cheek lines, get my neck lines. Now, we've done tons of videos on Beardbrand and Beardbrand Alliance on how to take care of your beard. So you grow it out, you keep your neck lines looking pretty good, keep your cheek lines looking pretty good, and that alone is showing the world that you're taking care of your style, you're still looking good, you're still presentable, you got your stuff figured out here. So if your hair is getting a little shaggy, at least take care of your beard. But if you're letting your beard get shaggy and your head hair get shaggy, poof, total failure. Quarantine. What are you doing? Quit making these mistakes, guys. Start looking good. Start looking amazing. Well, start looking, at least better than you thought you'd look without seeing a barber for a few months. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I miss you guys. Can't wait for the world to get back to the way it was. When's that going to happen? I don't know, but I appreciate you guys sitting around watching the video. As always, thanks for watching. Cheers. Keep on growing.